All right. It looks like we are live, and just gonna get this video going right now, really quick. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday. Hold on just a second here. All right. Hey. All right. All right. What's up, everybody? We are getting started now. We just got started about 5. Got some random calls here. Unfortunately, it was one of my buddies, so called me in the middle of live stream. So I hope that he's watching. Just give me 1 second here. All right. All right. No more distractions. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Ricky BF New Show podcast YouTube channel. It is Thursday, and it's January 28th of 2021. How's everybody doing today? I hope you guys had a great week. We have a little bit of information we're going to talk about, but I'm going to break it all down into detail by detail information. But before we jump into the video, I need to inform you guys really quick on last week's video. Kevin Porter Jr. has been officially traded as of 10:45 p.m. Eastern Time in the U.S. on Thursday, January 21st, 2021. The Houston Rockets received Kevin Porter Jr. I'm hoping for the best, that he plays great basketball, and hopefully great things will come. So basically, the Houston Rockets got him, and the Cleveland Cavaliers got a draft pick, or at least something like that. I'm not sure. So I just wanted to inform you guys really quick on that. A little update that came through just hours after last week's podcast has been here on YouTube. But anyways, it is Thursday, January 28th of 2021, which is the 4th Thursday of 2021. Can't believe we're already to the end of the month, almost. This is our last podcast of January, because next week we're going to be getting into February, and then that means possible schedule changes. We don't know yet. So stay tuned for more details. Good news though, since our last podcast, we originally had 2 subscribers. As of yesterday, Wednesday, January 27th of 2021, we currently now have 3 subscribers. The question is, did you subscribe yet? And if you're new, please hit that red subscribe button. I'll get to that banner in just a moment. But also, if you're a sports fan, please hit the red subscribe button as well, because if you want to hear more about sports, topics going on, what's going on around the US and around the world, please hit that red subscribe button if you have not yet already. Had a little something in my eye, so I'm sorry about that. Also, don't forget to please hit the red subscribe button regardless if you're a sports fan or not, because if you want to, because we are trying to get to at least 10 subscribers or more, which is our goal right here as well. We also want to see 10 likes or more on this video, and also to please share this video on all social media pages like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. And also, don't forget, if you have not yet followed at Podcast Ricky, the link is at the bottom of your screen. You can actually see that scrolling at the bottom of your screen. So we'll give it a second for it to load really quick so it can actually take some time as well. But I just wanted to remind everybody that, the Twitter page is available for you guys to follow. So please feel free to follow that today and all that good stuff as well. All right, so we got a lot of information coming up here on this week's podcast. We actually got 2 stories we're actually going to talk about here today. First off, Kevin Stefanski, head coach of the Cleveland Browns, won Coach of the Year. Now that's incredible, from 2 media outlets, Sporting News, and I cannot forget the other one. I can't forget the other one either. I might forget the other one, but I'm not sure 100%. But Cleveland Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski won Coach of the Year for not only guiding the Cleveland Browns to their first playoff appearance since 2002, 2003, but the Cleveland Browns actually won a playoff game against the Pittsburgh Steelers in a 2-round in like 2 weeks. So the Pittsburgh Steelers in Week 17 played the Cleveland Browns, and the Browns came out on top in Week 17 and in the wild card game, and it was 2 great football games to watch if you're a Cleveland Browns fan for sure, like myself. See what else. Cleveland is 2-1 in the 2020 season against Pittsburgh. So because of that loss that took place back in October of 2020, I'll have to look up all the information and maybe talk about that with you guys next week, or probably in one of these not Thursday videos, what I call it right here as well. But yeah, a lot of information here today. Basically, the Cleveland Browns have been struggling over the last several years, but finally saw light at the end of the tunnel when the Cleveland Browns made some good plays on both offense and defense. Still a little bit of struggles here and there, but the Cleveland Browns are looking to be better than ever before, because the Cleveland Browns, and I'm going to explain to our viewers about the 2021 NFL Draft. It is coming to Cleveland, Ohio in April, in the month of April 2021. So hopefully that event is still on, because I would love to see where the Cleveland Browns actually stand in terms of draft picks and where the players are coming from and what's what's the future for the Cleveland Browns? And that's pretty interesting right there. Now, back in January of 2020, Cleveland Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski signed a 5-year contract to be the 18th, yes, count it, 18th head coach of the Cleveland Browns. And the Cleveland Browns in the 2020 NFL season went 12-6. Well, the question is, the real record is 11-5, but if you add the 2 playoff games that they played in the playoffs in 2021, you could already tell that the Kansas City Chiefs was the tough team to beat. And I got Kansas City winning in the Super Bowl coming up against Tampa Bay on February 7th of this year, 2021. So definitely something to keep a close eye on. And I may be live here on YouTube to basically react to the entire game and be like, we got Kansas City winning in the AFC conference, and basically it's going to be something to look forward to. Now, I want to remind everybody that I'm not sure if that's going to happen because I'm going to be probably in here doing it, and basically the background audio could come from the other side right over in this area. So I would probably be safe than sorry not to do the video, but that would be a good idea for next football season. So I want to talk about really quick before we jump to further details on the first story, because we got 2 stories we're going to talk about tonight, and we're probably going to have more coming up as the weeks go on. Next basketball season, I am looking at doing NBA basketball reactions and play-by-play commentary. Now, there will be no background noise from the TV that I will have in my future studio, because I'm doing some planning right now to try to get more views to this channel and stay on for at least a few hours to kind of like do the play-by-play of the Cleveland Cavaliers and another NBA team, and we'll see what happens going forward. Same thing with the NFL. The Cleveland Browns is the team that I'm going to be rooting for and cheering for and basically doing play-by-play. Same thing, because there's a lot of copyright laws out there that we as YouTubers have to obey. We have to obey, because if we do not obey those laws, then we get in trouble. Our channels could get in trouble, and it's not going to look good. So we're going to do a little experiment coming up next basketball season and next football season. We're going to try something new in 2021, 2022 going forward. But I want to get back to what I was talking about head coach Kevin Stefanski of the Cleveland Browns. And I'm going to explain everything. He began his career in the NFL as a first-year head coach. No surprise for all of us as the Cleveland Browns head coach. I never imagined head coach Kevin Stefanski would be the 18th head coach of the Cleveland Browns. I never thought it would be like, whoa. It's pretty interesting. He came all the way from the Minnesota Vikings as an assistant coach from the 2006 NFL season through the 2008 NFL season, and then was an assistant quarterbacks coach from the 2009 NFL season through the 2013 NFL season, and then a tight ends coach from the 2014 NFL season to the 2015 NFL season. He was also a running backs coach during the 2016 NFL season, and then also a quarterbacks coach from the 2017 NFL season to the 2018 NFL season. And then in 2019, during that season, he was also an interim offense coordinator in the 2018 NFL season through the 2019. Well, actually, 2018 NFL season. But then in the 2019 NFL season, he was an offensive coordinator. And then in the 2020 NFL season, all the way through 5 years, Cleveland Browns head coach. It took him 14 years, 14 NFL seasons to get to where he's at right now. And I have 100% support for Kevin Stefanski as head coach of the Browns. And by the way, though, if I could take off really quick well, actually, you know what? I'm actually going to do this. This sign right here that says "We want more," we're definitely going to get more wins in the 2021 NFL season for the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, because we're going to be playing teams that were kind of familiar to the Browns over the last several years, but the schedule is not out yet. It is still in the current works, and I'm going to have all those details when the schedule does get released on what games you could be hearing me doing play-by-play right here on YouTube, and we're going to try and see how well it gets views. Because I'm going to mostly be here doing those commentary games. Let's see what else is going on here. Yeah, 18 long years at the Browns. Have not made it to their first NFL postseason spot. But in regards of records, 11-5 in the regular season, and then 1-1 in the postseason, bringing the 2020 season record in the NFL to 12 wins and 6 losses. That's about 66 or about 67% of the wins. But January 13th of 2020 was the year that Kevin Stefanski of the Browns signed a 5-year deal. Yeah. I don't know, something on my lip. Take care of that later. Sorry about that, guys. And then after 5 years, we could see about possible extension of the head coach. Hopefully by then we'll have a Super Bowl win, and then we'll have a celebration of a Super Bowl win right here on YouTube, and probably be all over YouTube, to say the least, from all kinds of channels everywhere. So, yeah, definitely something to keep an eye on for here. Also, we're gonna turn our attention now to the big story, and that is Dwayne Haskins. He's officially a Pittsburgh Steelers player. Now, he is a quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Given to think that Ben Roethlisberger is going to look at retiring before his contract is up. Now, there's no possibility that that's going to happen right away. But in reality, first year as quarterback, you can either make it to the playoffs or not. So as a Cleveland Browns fan, I hope that the Pittsburgh Steelers do not make it to the playoffs. And if they do, then the Cleveland Browns will have something to basically have a rematch for in the wild card or the division round. We'll have to see. And this comes after the Pittsburgh Steelers became division champions for the first time in a few years. This is also the first time that the Steelers have made it to the playoffs in the last few years. And this also comes off of an 8-8 season with Ben Roethlisberger getting hurt. So there's a few things that is really, really making the Steelers the team they are known for today. But wait, like I said a few moments ago, Cleveland Browns. We want more. Cleveland Browns want to win. I'll be surprised if the NFL schedule gets released in April and we do NFL predictions here on YouTube. I'm going to have the Cleveland Browns as a perfect season. Perfect season without losing. Maybe a perfect postseason too, and then that means they'll match the 1972 or 1970s Miami Dolphins team. Because they went undefeated in the regular season and in the postseason and actually won a Super Bowl. Could the Cleveland Browns be the next team? After being the second team in NFL history in 2017, going 0-16, but that's really just horrible right there. That's just not good. New York Jets was almost the third team in NFL history to go 0-16, but I think the New England Patriots also went 0-16 as well one year. I don't know. I'll have to look it up, but at least 3 or 4 NFL teams actually went that route. And it all started in 2008 with the Detroit Lions. So, let's see. Dwayne Haskins was released from the Washington football team on Monday, December 28th of 2020. And then last week on Thursday, January 21st of 2021, Dwayne Haskins was signed with the Steelers as a possible backup quarterback in a 1-year contract, which is a futures contract. What does it mean for the current quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers? Well, he's already 38 years old. Ben Roethlisberger is 38 or soon to be 38 years old this year, and I don't know. I mean, this is going to be a little bit tough. Now, within a few years, if he has enough energy to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers, will he retire? That's pretty interesting right there. Coming up next week, guys, if there's any more developing information in the NFL, I will what I'm going to do next week, stay tuned for Super Bowl 55 predictions. I'm going to give you guys at least 2 videos for me to do on this channel. What I'm going to do, I'm going to create some predictions at least for a few days leading up to the Super Bowl. And the next time that we are live, I could talk more about the NFL predictions for the Super Bowl and all that good stuff. So next week's video is going to be Super Bowl 55 predictions and information. So stay tuned for those details. In fact, I'm going to put it in my notes right now for next week. Because what's really important now is that we have Super Bowl 55 predictions and information. So I got that in my notes section right now of my scripts. And other than that, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, we have currently 3 subscribers. Have you got a chance to subscribe yet to this channel? Please do so. And also, if you're a sports fan, please subscribe. But also, don't forget to hit the red subscribe button, please. We're trying to get at least 10 subscribers or more, and maybe 10 likes or more on this video. Hello? Okay. I think it must have froze a little bit. I'm sorry. 10 likes or more on this video, and also to please share this video on all social media pages. And also, don't forget, I'm on Twitter at Podcast Ricky. Speaking of Twitter, let's go to the Twitter poll right now that I posted last week. In terms of where Kevin Porter Jr. is going to be at. Let's see. Well, let's see. So I posted on Twitter last week about Dwayne Haskins now on the Pittsburgh Steelers on a one-year contract deal. Will he do well as a quarterback in the 2021 NFL season? Only one vote came through, and it is no. So if you haven't followed me on Twitter yet and see that poll, you have right now 3 hours and 17 minutes from this time right now. By the time this live stream is up on the channel, the poll results are already coming in. So stay tuned for those details. And then on last week, we talked about where Kevin Porter Jr. is going to end up at. 18% of the vote said Toronto, 27% say Portland, 9% said Phoenix, and 45% the winner right there that says other team. So definitely 11 votes. That's actually the highest I've ever got on a Twitter poll in all my years of using Twitter. That's actually pretty good. So let's keep the votes going as well and all that good stuff as always. All right. Well, until next week, thanks for joining us. Next Thursday, I'm probably going to be live probably around this time next week, around like 5:30 p.m. Eastern time in the U.S. Depending on what's going on, I have no idea. My schedule sometimes goes different. So definitely something to keep a close eye on for sure. But we'll be back next week for another edition of the Ricky BMU Show podcast. If it's not on Thursday, we might move it to either Wednesday or Friday or maybe the weekend. I'm not sure. But everybody have a great week. Everybody have a great weekend ahead, and we'll see you back here next week for another live stream. And yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you back here next week.